everything has consequences. Everything. And what happens is when you disrupt something that has been in place for not just decades, but centuries, where people leave their home and go to work, you have a consequence facing you that is multiple. It has tentacles, okay? You cannot do anything without disrupting something else. You can't do it. You might say, you know what, my car isn't working well, I need a new car. Because my car it keeps breaking down, I'm spending money. But now you're gonna have to have something that you didn't have with your paid for car. You're gonna have a monthly what?
No.
You're gonna have to. Okay, unless you're gonna get somebody to generously give you the cash, or you've been saving, which is something we're supposed to do. Otherwise, now you have a monthly note that you're gonna have to deal with. So what I'm trying to say is that everything has consequences. Sometimes we get stuck looking at the shiny. Sometimes we get distracted looking at the, ooh. You know, it's almost kind of like missing the miracles for looking for the miraculous. Okay? This happens because we get stuck at something that's bright and then we go for it, almost like a child. Are there a lot of similarities between adult and children? Say it again.
Yes.
Yeah. Give me one.
Stubbornness.
Stubbornness. Woo! He came right out of the gate with that. He had an argument with somebody this morning. And he called him stubborn. See?
About my daughter.
Aha! There we go. Okay. What else? Give me another one.
Not willing to share.
Not willing? Oh my, high five her. Come on, come on. Not willing to share. So many adults are like that, aren't they? Okay. What else? Give me one more. A good one.
Argumentative.
Argumentative. It's not just children who will argue over nothing. There are adults that will argue over nothing. It's not even... You don't have a dog in that hunt, but you're arguing for what? Now, I say this, because we're in election time. None of those people up there that are running for anything even know you. Why would you lose a best friend over anybody? Think about it. Why would you spend one day arguing with a relative that is not guaranteed to be here in your life forever? Why would you lose? Why would you let your jaw get tight? I've got people of every stripe in my family, and guess what? I love them all. And I don't love any one more than I love the other because they agree with me. No, because again, these people are miles away. They don't even know that I exist. I'm not losing you. I'm not losing you over that. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. So what we have to understand is that there's a lot of similarities. Well, children also want comfortable, don't they? See, I had a place I was heading with this. I had to sneak up on you. Children want comfort. They want a blanket. You know how many children want a blanket? They want a nice warm blanket with comfortable pajamas. Yeah. That's right. They want that because it feels good. They want their favorite foods. They don't want stuff that's good for them. That's not exciting. That's not interesting. So they want all of this. Well, guess what? Work and home. We just named all the comforts. Now, we're going to go back and renege? No. You just named for me all of the comforts, all of the wonderful things. But there's another side to this, okay? And we're going to get into it in just a moment. I want you to take a look at this. Hybrid workplace trends. I went online and took a screenshot of all of these places. Walmart's one of the biggest employers, one of them, all right? And they had to get people to come back. They had to do a mandate, okay? Amazon had to do a mandate. Now, you notice, can I just say this? It's not the people... For Walmart, for Amazon, I can go on ahead and name a bunch of them. It's not the people that are at the lowest level because they have to come to work. How are you gonna sell me this widget at Walmart and you're not there? Because it doesn't happen. Same thing for Amazon. How are you gonna load something and you're not there? Doesn't work like that. So who was it that was being allowed to stay home at Chase, JP Morgan, and all these other places? Because you're not gonna cash my check from a remote location. You're not gonna do that. So argumentatively, that it was the higher ups for the most part. Am I right here? Okay, anybody disagree? Yeah. They were the ones that were given the opportunity to work from home. Okay, so here's what we have to look at. Again, we're gonna go back to this whole issue of if you wanna flood the desert, you're gonna have to empty the ocean.